Hello everyone, this is Akhila Vemna and I represent Group 12 and we have split into two groups. Here we are present, our topic is classification and here are the first 6 members that we are going to present today on the topic. The contents we are going to discuss on the presentation is what is classification and the methods, Bayesian classification, the Bayes classifier, naive Bayes model, examples and its applications. Coming to what is classification, classification is the problem of identifying to which categories a new observation belongs on the basis of training set of data containing observations whose category membership is known. It belongs to the category of supervised learning where targets are also provided with the input data. There are three classification methods as we can see here. The first one is manual, second is rule based, and the third is statistical. Manual classification method, it's accurate but difficult and expensive to scale, done at the beginning of the web by Yahoo. Rule-based classification method, it's accurate but requires constant rule updating or maintaining by subject matter experts used within Google Alerts. The other classification method is statistical. It still requires some manual classification to train. However, this can be done by non-experts used by Google to detect spam. Our presentation will focus on statistical classification. My question is, what's the drawback of classification method? There are 5 drawbacks of using manual classification method. The first one is manual data classification is subjective and inconsistent. Users neglect data classification because they don't perceive any value in it. Data isn't static. Manual classification is complex and expensive. It's easy to miss sensitive information. And next, Anusha will be taking care.
Hi everyone, this is Anusha. So, to continue with the presentation based on the classification introduction, so we would like to do the things specified here. So, the first one will be spam classification, where we'll be doing on emails, where for a given email, we can predict whether uh, the email which is sent is in spam or not. Uh, in the field of medicine, it will be medical diagnosis, where when a given set of symptoms are being given, then the patient can be predicted whether he is having a disease X or not. And next, weather. So based on the given temperature, humidity, etc., we can predict whether it is going to rain or not tomorrow. So next slide. Akla, can you move the next slide?
Yeah, moving.
So now here we are going to see Bayesian classification. So Bayesian classification is based on the Bayes theorem, where the classifiers are here used as statistical classifiers. So this classifier predict class membership probabilities, where as the probability that a given tuple belongs to a particular class. So this is more about the probability where that particular item belongs to. So when we see an example, if a given feature has like x, x1, x2, x3 till xn, and the predict of the label y, so it's a good strategy to predict. So for example, uh, what is a probability of representing an image representing if 5 times it 5 given its pixels, so to determine how the probability of the image looks. So next, coming to the question, so my question is, what kind of classification will we use in spam classification? And the answer would be we'll be using random forest classification uh, for spam classification. The next slides will be continued by Anushka.
Hello everyone. So what is the Bayes classifier? So the Bayes classifier states that to find the posterior probability of x given by, we need the likelihood of by given x. So the prior probability, which is the probability of by, and the normalized probability of x, that is the probability of x, where probability of x cannot be equal to 0. Probability of x and y here are called as marginal probability. Akila, can we go to the next slide?
Okay.
So naive-Bayes classifier, we need to find out here the posterior probability of any random dot added in a following graph, and the dot being red or green, that is where the formula we apply the formula, and if there's a given observation which we need to classify in one of the cluster, we use naive-Bayes classifier to find out its posterior probability. So, my question is, which color does the white dot belong to according to the Bayesian classifier? And the answer to this question will be the dot will belong to the red color cluster since there are more red dots in its vicinity compared to the green ones. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Shu here. So here we're talking about what the naive Bayes assumption is. So we're assuming that all features are independent given the class label Y. So you can see the equation in the PPT. The naive Bayes reduces a high dimensional density estimation task to a one-dimensional kernel density estimation. So what it is doing here is that it is simplifying the classification task dramatically, since it allows the class condition densities to be calculated separately for each variable. So what is the question that comes up here? In the assumption made, is does the feature, is it independent or is it dependent? So the answer to this would be that it is independent. Now Krishna will be taking the PPT forward slides.
Hello. So now I'm going to explain the example for naive-Bayes classification. So basically, this classifier assumes that the presence of a particular feature is unrelated to the presence of any other feature in the dataset. So in this dataset, we have different independent attributes like outlook, temperature, humidity, and wind. Now our aim is to determine the likelihood of playing tennis for the play tennis attribute, yes or no. For that, first we need to calculate the probability for play tennis variable, play tennis attribute. Here total we have 14 number of records. Among them, 9 are having a value s. So probability of play s is 9 by 14, and uh, the probability for play no is 5 by 14. Next slide. In the same way, we have calculated the probabilities for individual attributes. If we consider attribute outlook, we have 5 number of records for variable sunny, and 4 for overcast, and 5 for rainy. And the probabilities for them are calculated as 2 by 9, 4 by 9, 3 by 9. In the same way, we have calculated probability for other attributes like temperature, humidity, and next slide, temperature, humidity, and wind. Next slide. These are the probabilities for the dependent variable s or no. We have 9 of s and 5 of no. Next slide. So the next step is to calculate by considering some instances in the data set. If we consider for the outlook variable sunny, temperature variable cool, humidity variable high, wind variable strong. These are the values of the probability for category S and for category no. Next slide. Now we have to multiply those according to criteria yes and no. If we multiply for the probability values for play equal to s with the given condition x, here x value represents the multiple conditions which we have considered in the previous slide. So these are the values for the probability as 0.0053 and for the probability no as 0.0206. Next, we have to normalize these values. To normalize these values, we should have evidence value. Evidence value can be calculated by multiplying the overall probability for the conditions we considered. So the final evidence value is 0.02186. So after dividing the results with the evidence value, the final probability for category S is 0.2424 and for the criteria no is 0.9421. The resultant is 0.9421 greater than 0.2424, which means the probability of having no value is more. So with the considered attribute values, the game cannot be played. And my question is, what type of classification were being done in the previous example, binary or multi-class classification? So basically, in naive-based classification, always the result is mutually exclusive. For that, we may need to consider multiple attributes. So we have to always use multi-class classification in this naive-based. Thank you. Next, Akhil will be explaining about the application. Akhil, are you there?
Yes, Akhil, go ahead.
Hi guys, so I'll be talking about the applications. So there are many applications, but I'll be just focusing on three of those. So one is the real-time prediction. The naive Bayes is an eager learning classifier, and it is sure as hell fast. So yeah, thus it could be used for making predictions in real time. And the next one is multi-class prediction. This algorithm is also well known for multi-class prediction in future. Here we can predict the probability of multi-class of the target variable. And the next one is recommendation system. Naive-based classifier, and this is the most widely used one as well. Naive-based classifier and the collaborative filtering together builds a recommendation system that uses machine learning and data mining techniques to filter unseen information and predict whether a user would like a given resource or not. It is used in Google search as well. Okay, for the question, so my question is, which two methods together build the recommendation system? The answer is naive-based classifier and the collaborative filtering methods. These both are used to build the recommendation system. Yeah, so that's it for the PPT from our group